Written statement regarding deemed conveyance. Second agenda is approval to become the member of Pune District Cooperative Housing Federation Limited. And third item is approval of next steps regarding the financial audits for the year 2010 to 2013. And the proposals for the same are initiate the government audit based on the external and internal audit reports findings. And the other proposal is get written response from the earlier managing committee for the issues raised by the external auditor, internal audit team and the new managing committee. Put the response before general body for the approval in the next general body meeting and decide on the appropriate steps. So the first and third item will require some discussion. So maybe minimum we can agree upon is the second point. So I'll put that for the approval. That is approval to become the member of Pune District Cooperative Housing Federation. Can you explain a little?
So we have taken this basically the agenda just because we want to get attached to a federation who takes care of that we are following bylaws or not, whether we are running the society which falls in the proper process. And furthermore to that is now we are going to the deemed conveyance, and the deemed conveyance is a little getting complicated and it requires more support from bigger authority, and that's one of the reasons that we want to attach to this Pune Federation Society, because in case some of the orders are against us, we should have basically have support from the bigger authority. So that's one of the reasons. Any questions over this? What is required for this is approval of a general body meeting, and 100 rupees is the registration to that, and we need to give 100 rupees and get registered to it. We have to just pass the general body minutes of meeting to them and we get attached to it. And we have also attached that website which was actually, if you just go through that website, you will understand what are the advantages if you go for this Pune Federation Housing Cooperative Society. And yeah, from the society, not from the members. No, there is no annual maintenance to this. We have to pass them all annual audit reports, whatever we go through. It becomes a compulsion on the society managing committee to send the particular reports to this particular authority. So right now we have compulsion only to send to the DDR, that is the registrar office. Apart from that, we need to send the copies to them, and they will also check whether it is actually in line with the society laws or not.
That means we can also seek guidelines from them from time to time.
Yes, we can seek guidelines if there are. That's what I said. But right now the builder is becoming. I won't say it's a very natural tendency that the builder takes most of the advantages, and in doing that, we will fall very short. What we have today, members fall very short of this, and we need to go to the greater community now. And this is the time we need to move, because we are expecting the order to be out in a few weeks or whatever it is. If it is in favor of us, then it will be well and good, but it all depends. There are a lot of documentary things rather than what we feel judgmentary, right? It is more to do with the documents, what has been maintained last in basically in the previous managing committee. So all that all determines that. So there are three federations. One is Maharashtra Federation, which is I think in Bombay. One is Pune Federation, and I think there is one PCMC Federation also. But we would like to attach to the Pune Federation because Pune Federation seems to be more active and proactive for the consumer side of it rather than working for builder side of it. So it will be better for us because Pune Federation has showed a lot of activeness. Yeah, so basically the step is we should go for voting, and the voting can be through the papers. If anybody is interested, we can do that, or else we can also have raise of hands voting. If anybody has an objection to that, we can actually go to the basically voting too. So yeah, kindly raise your hands for approval part. Okay, yeah, so basically the MOU, basically we it's approved that we become the member of Pune District Housing Federation. Okay.
Second attempt that we will take is approval. So approval for the response that our advocate is going to basically hand it over to the DDR on 6th of May. So I believe everybody must have gone through the response, and maybe we can discuss that if anybody has concerns, objections, and then we can discuss that and finalize. So please, please raise any issues or concerns that you have regarding that. Kulkarni sir,
mic आहे तिकडे.
you have something?
इथे आहे ना.
I saw some.
एक mic आहे. mic आहे ना. mic दे दे.
Or any queries, like we can answer any queries that whatever knowledge that we have. Based on that, we can answer any queries that you have regarding this.
Maybe you can brief us exactly the draft contents.
Have you gone through the builders?
I have not gone
builders
through, yes.
response. So shall I read through it?
Not all, maybe just script or
Some broad points can be
broad points only, just
important.
important points.
Yeah, so basically going to that first, we have filed this dim conveyance, I think in January time frame, and we should all know what we are asked for first. We have basically, there are multiple parameters to this which are very critical going ahead. The first parameter would be the part completion certificate, which is based on 2008, what we have been claiming. The second is 2005 layout, which is a PCMC approved layout. These are the documents which are used by our architect, and architect has made the architect certificate. The area what we are asking, right? We are asking the area around 49,691 square meter. So 49,691 square meters is basically all the row houses, the gardens in front of it, the open garden, the proportionate share of the amenity space, and all the internal gardens. Basically, if you read, right, this particular, one thing which will be very noticeable, there are 3 points. One is, builder has been using basically comments like unclean hands, that is one thing. The second one is, he says that he has taken a concern to amalgamate this plot. That is, we are not aware of that particular fact, and we are not been provided with enough evidence that we show that we are given any concern. What we understand and what we have always finalized is we are not given any consent to amalgamation. What does amalgamation mean? Amalgamation means you have a single plot A and you attach plot B to it and you make A plus B plot layout. In amalgamation, basically it's not advantageous to us, it becomes advantageous to the builder because he can use the FSR across this particular two plots. Okay. So he has been saying that we are telling him to give us a documentary proof. Once we get the documentary proof, we can take the future actions against it. That is one. Other thing is he has been mentioning, he is basically saying that if you see the last sentences of it, he says that he is ready to, the appropriate area he is talking about is 18,000 square meter. So this is something he is thinking that he is able to give. Okay. But we have been asking 49,000, so there is a vast difference in what we are asking for and what he is ready to give. And that's the reason I am saying that this scenario is basically going to get tougher and tougher as we go down the line.
You can explain the difference actually. What he is giving, 18,000 is basically only row houses, and 49,000 we are asking is roads and gardens.
Yeah. So area-wise calculation, right? I think the row house area, basically 18,000 includes just your row house on which it is built up. Okay, it doesn't include your garden which is attached to it, or it doesn't include your parking space attached to it. So what it becomes is it's just your row house structure. Okay, it's basically the built-up area for that particular thing. The problem with 18,000 majorly is if you go for redevelopment, we don't get to build whatever we are right now. And this is our strong argument what we are making with even with the DDR, registrar or with the builder. What if we just give 18,000 today, we can't construct over it anyways because we have to leave again, for only 18,000 areas plot will go for the redevelopment if we go for a redevelopment. So we are protecting the rights in the future. So for that, 49,000 becomes our compulsion thing for the structure to be maintained. So 49,000 is minimum what we are saying, but it all depends on what documents we go through and what documents we get. We have been very cautious to see, not take actions on the things which are just written on the pages and just left out. Okay, we are just waiting for an solid, I would say solid document from builder itself saying that if we have given a consent, then we can check, because as far I am aware, or the last general body meeting was aware, there is no general body meeting to take any consent from all the members from our society. So I appeal to all of you all, if you all are given any concern for amalgamating the plot, please raise and just discuss over that. That becomes a very important point for dim convenience.
Yeah, so total area is like which was before we basically started living here. S3, half of the S3 was basically combined with our plot. So that if you consider the half of the S3 plot and our total plot, it was around 66,000 square meters. Then later builder basically combined the remaining maybe around 1 acre or so plot into this plot, and then that becomes around 72,000 square meters or something. So what builder is saying that his total plot area is 72,000. What we are saying is total plot area is 66,000 square meter, and out of that we want 49,000 square meter based on the physical boundaries of our society and the proportionate amenity space. So for all our calculations, we have been considering 2005 plan, because that is what was used in our completion certificate. What builder is claiming is it is a 2008 plan we should consider based on his arguments. So if we consider that plot, then basically he has utilized a lot of our FSI since 2005 till 2008, and that's why he is basically focusing on 2008. So main arguments are, we are not given any consent to the builder. Second thing, the layout that should be used for all the calculation is 2005 layout, right? And what else? Third thing?
Architect certificate.
Yeah, and what he is saying that architect certificate what we have provided is maybe erroneous, that's what he is mentioning. But we have said that our architect, who is on the panel of PCMC, and he has done his calculation based on considering the completion certificate, layout, and the factual conditions in the Shubhash roads. So we have these three solid arguments, and builder has basically whatever he has written a lot of steel, but we should be considering only what we think is right for us.
Yeah.
Yes, so he has modified lot of basically since 2005 there are plans, 2005, 2006, what we have seen is 2008, then 2012 also there is a plan. What builder is saying that he has taken the informed consents of the society, but as a general body we are not aware of any consent, so our stand is we are not given any consent. So he has to come forward, give any documentary proof that we have given consent, then maybe we can consider that. Right now we are not considering that because we are not given any consent. Yes.
My point is, suppose the consent part is hampering on consent is given. So consent of one person and consent of the entire by the general body meeting, consent of the by one general body meeting.
Yeah.
If it is given or by giving one person, given by one person is valid in a court of law. What is the
Yeah, as per bylaw, general body consent has to be taken. As per input from advocate.
so? Yeah.
Plans are post formation of society or prior to that?
So it is post. 2008 plan is roughly in the formation, but the later one are actually the post formation of the society plan. And to answer Takale sir, right, there are two cases. What you're saying, if the consent has been given by single person or the group of people, also we can consider for this case. What things we can do? Because DDR will consider that group of people as a valid proof. Okay, and then the DDR will, or any authority in that consent, will consider that proof, because it doesn't matter for him whether the meeting was called or not on an actual basis or not. Within our members, if that thing has happened by thing, then we have to revert. The thing is, we have to pause the deemed conveyance and take actions on that earlier one, because that is basically something like an, I would say that's not correct. It's basically you have to fight the case now granular level. We can't fight at the deemed conveyance level, because at the deemed conveyance, if somebody produces a paper and you feel that paper is faulty, you have to show proof that the first paper is faulty first, and then that will actually increase our energy waste. Basically, we are going to waste a lot of energy in that. There would be also waste of our money in that. But as soon as we get a documentary proof, and if that is evidence, we will call a general body meeting. We'll discuss that again and see what are the implications and what are the next steps we have. But this is what we are thinking currently, the current managing committee. Once we get the documentary proof, which the builder produces to us, and on which the DDR says, okay, this is fine, then we take a hit, we call meeting, we say these are the signatories who have done the signatories, and they are responsible. Because if the signatories are done, I think our first question would be, what are the benefits to the society done? Because if you're amalgamating a plot and you're compromising certain things on the assets of the society, there should be some benefits given to us. So that, what are those benefits? These are our questions. So let us see, because there is no talking endlessly. We have to do step by step, and this is what we have taken an approach to it.
Small point. Since he is talking about 2008 approved plan, I believe the society was registered in October 2008, right? So most probably that plan could have been approved before formation of the society.
Possible.
Yeah. If that is so, and if he is saying that he has taken the consent, I mean, for the 2008 approved plan for amalgamating the plan, that means the general body doesn't come into the picture since the society was not there. Right?
So that's right.
In that case, is he showing some signature or something like that? And if that is so, then wouldn't it be prudent to be proactive and take probably everybody's signature saying that we have not given such a consent, which can probably serve as a future, evidence for the argument.
Yes, so rather
That
than
part will come actually later on. That will be the defense.
so-
When he comes out with certain evidence, then we'll come bounce
we
back.
should,
No,
we, are not,
it is a,
we should not waste our energy just based
that
on
is
some
actually
verbal things. Let the documentary proof come in front of us, then we can basically take some concrete action.
Yeah, and to answer your question, 2008 plan and 2005 plan. So we have taken 2005 plan because our part completion, whatever completion we get from the PCMC, is referring to 2005. It is not referring to the 2008. And if any plans are done without managing committee, what is required is the consents of the members is still required. So either of the case, the consents is required.
Society formation on the base of 2005. Society registration.
When we'll get the evidences from them, we'll get time to verify and respond to that. Is that correct?
Yeah, we can ask for the time. Normally, DDR gives 2 weeks time. If you think that we need more, we need to appeal to DDR that we want more time. I think he'll grant us.
So we will need to verify that document, whichever they provide.
Yeah, so we can ask for additional time.
Another point is that on page number 5,
सर माइक द्या ना त्यांच्याकडे जरा
पॉवर जरा माइक
एक
page
मिनिट
number 5, it is specified that applicant society cannot wait in completion of the entire project. I mean, like, see, what about the entire project means? Does it means the other projects which are nearby our society, or
Yeah, so I think you have got a good point. So what builder is saying is so far whatever documents that he has provided, like 2008 layout, right? 2008 only considers S3 and our society plus the shopping complex and the Solaris. So 2008 plans talks about this only. So tomorrow he goes and revises the plan and attaches another plot. Yeah, so that is endless. So you can just keep on amalgamating the plots as it thinks right. So whatever arguments that our advocate has made just based on builder's response, He's saying 2008 layout. Based on that, he made that argument.
Kulkarni sir, you had some concerns. No?